Hi everyone, how are we today? Just doing a quick all signs reading. Today we are looking at who's sort of keeping tabs on you, who is sort of stalking you, checking out your social media, keeping tabs on you for some reason or another. Make sure you are subscribed to the channel so that you can stay up to date with everything that's going on. I am using the Who Is It Oracle today, as well as the Mia Mondo Lenormand. But just a bit of a quick announcement, just sort of housekeeping announcement type stuff. I will just sort of make a note that we're making announcement from 40 seconds. So we will be running a competition. Okay, so I'm officially sort of starting that off. Everyone can go in the competition to win a free online reading with me. So if you do want to enter that, leave a comment on one of my videos. I am going to draw that for Easter. All right, so what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to give 2 entries for every single comment on this specific video, since it is the one that I am announcing this. And I will also include 2 I'll count you for 2 votes, entries. That's the word, entries. If you do leave a comment on the most recent shadow work video, that is a very important video. So if you have not watched that one, go back and check that out. Leave a comment and you will get put down for 2 entries, 2 entries for today's video. And then proceeding any more videos that I do have coming through, you will get just 1 entry, 1 comment on each video. Okay, so you're welcome to leave a comment on multiple videos if you do want extra entries, but I will draw that on Easter. All right, so make sure you do leave a comment. Even if you don't know what to comment, just leave me a little love heart emoji, or just write your star sign. That is perfectly fine as well. I hope everyone has fun leaving comments and going in the draw to win that free personal reading. But the other thing I just did want to just sort of let everybody know is that I will be doing weekly readings this coming week, looking at some heavy energy stuff, but also, at the month ahead. So April, we will be doing the monthly readings next week. The week after that, there will not be any weekly readings. My son is due for an operation. So unless that is sort of cancelled at the last minute or something like that, I will be taking that week off to really focus on my son and his recovery from an operation. All right, so I just wanted to let everybody know what's going on. As always, timestamps in the description box, so you're more than welcome to jump ahead to your sign. Like I said, who's keeping tabs on you? Starting off today with Aries. Okay, Aries, who is keeping tabs on Aries? Some context clues for Aries. Who is keeping tabs on Aries, please? We have a woman. We also have straight hair. And on the bottom of the deck, older than you. Okay, so we do see 1 masculine energy popping through there. I'm just sort of feeling some of you it may be 2 people that's keeping tabs on you here, Aries. A woman as well as a masculine that is older than you. Maybe specifically for some of you, there may be an older masculine keeping tabs on you. But for the rest of you, for everyone else, it is a woman with straight hair, potentially older than you as well. Aries, who's keeping tabs on Aries? Who's keeping tabs on Aries? The woman on the bottom of the deck again. Okay, so we definitely see a woman coming through for you here. Interestingly enough, here we have child coming through. We do find you know, we are seeing somebody that is most likely older than you, and I'm still feeling that with their actual physical age. They do seem to be older than you, but there may be something about immaturity. You know, they may have even commented something towards you in the past about immaturity, you know, some sort of maybe maturity differences between yourself and them. You may have said something to them. I'm picking up some of you have actually called this person, even if it's just to your own self, immature, even if they are older than you. So that's quite interesting there. But ultimately, with that child energy, I do feel as though there's something very fun and playful about this person. There's somebody that you probably have actually had a lot of fun with at some point. You know, they're a very free, playful kind of person. You know, but we do also see here, I'm kind of getting a reason why they're keeping tabs on you here as well. We have the crossroad coming through, and the heart. So this person, it's a love thing. This person, you know, whether you have you know, known about or you know, have had a love connection with this person previously or not, there is a lot of love there between you and this person in some way, shape or form. So it's kind of like I am picking up that, you know, this person loves you, rather than you necessarily even knowing about the love or returning that love. With the crossroads there, it does feel as though, you know, you have crossed paths with this person. Definitely, you probably know who this person is, if nothing else, or you would recognize them even if you don't actually know them. You definitely have crossed paths with this person at some point. But it's kind of like this person is, they feel as though you are part of their path when it comes to love. There's kind of this energy of feeling as though, you know, all roads lead back to Aries in some way, shape, or form. That you're part of the path that they need to be walking in this life somehow. For a lot of you, there may be some sort of indications of who this person is, because of, you know, crossroads. They may live at a crossroads or near a big kind of crossroads, a significant crossroads. You know, we do also see the Eiffel Tower in the background here as well. So there may be a connection between, you know, Paris or some sort of, it's a very romantic energy there, wanting to do romantic things. There may have been some sort of romantic thing. I am being drawn to this child has toys here, and also the two little buns. It's kind of looking like Mickey Mousey buns. So whether it's a reference to something to do with Mickey Mouse or Disneyland, maybe Disneyland Paris is the romantic trip you and this person have talked about, or there's just some connection there. But they maybe you've seen them wear their hair in those sort of little buns, because it's like the Princess Leia Mickey Mouse type buns. I've actually worn them on videos like that. But the toys down the front here, you know, at first glance, I actually thought that was a hairbrush. So and then with the straight hair coming through there as well, I really feel as though there's something about this person's hair that is significant to you, that there is just something about this person's hair coming through there as well, Aries. So that is who is keeping tabs on you. You're more than welcome to cross-watch other placements, of course. You know, check out your other placements, cross-watch particular person's placements. If you know you're keeping tabs on them, see if you pop up in their reading. But subscribe to the channel, leave a comment to go in the draw for that free personal reading, and we will move on over to Taurus. Okay, Taurus, who's keeping tabs on you? Taurus, who's keeping tabs on Taurus? We have wavy hair. We have black clothing, which is very interesting because the wavy hair figure has black clothing as well. So this is somebody who very likely does wear a lot of black. They may have wavy hair rather than curly or straight. It's kind of in between. Kind of that, I'm getting that beach hair don't care kind of waves going on there. And at the bottom of the deck, we do have unhealthy habits. So this person may be a smoker, or you are aware of, some specific unhealthy habit that this person may have. Okay, having a look here, Taurus. Who's keeping tabs on our Taurus? Who's keeping tabs on Taurus, please? We have the clouds. This person may seem as though they're, literally have their head up in the clouds some of the time. They may be a little bit disassociated is coming through there. They may be somebody with anxiety or depression issues. Once again, connecting with that unhealthy habits. There may be some sort of anxiety or depression connecting to their unhealthy habits, and that's why they've got that unhealthy habit. They're trying to sort of cover that up a little bit. It may be somebody who is very stuck in reality rather than trusting their instincts. They probably tend to, live up here in their head quite a lot and overthink things quite heavily. We do have the stork coming through here. So potentially I've got Aries as well as Virgo here with the tree. So there may be a Virgo or Aries connection there with this person. So we do see, though, with that stork energy, I'm just sort of getting that this person, this is my pregnancy card. So I do feel here, Taurus, that this person, it's not feeling necessarily like pregnancy, but you see the storks here do have the two little birds in the nest here. So I do feel as though this person does have children, at least 2 children. And there's just something about them sort of, I don't know, they do kind of feel as though they see themselves as higher than, if that kind of makes sense, as though they feel they should be up on a pedestal. But they're probably somebody who stirs things up quite a lot. They're a bit of a shit stirrer, to be completely honest here. But they're probably very, very tall as well with that tree. This may be a family member for some of you with that tree there as well. I'm just kind of getting this energy with the tree. It does talk about healing and growth, and wisdom. So this is someone that kind of feels as though they're above you, they're wiser than you, they're more healed, more grown, more mature than you. I don't feel as though that's necessarily the truth, Taurus, but it's kind of they do feel a little bit condescending, and there's just something about this tree energy that is giving condescending today for you there, Taurus. So I just want to quickly check why is this person keeping tabs on Taurus, please? We have the house. Yeah, so once again, family. It's like family drama. They want to know the goss, maybe, to be honest, Taurus. It does feel like a family thing there. All right, so, which is not necessarily bad, but they're just keeping tabs on you in some way, shape, or form. It's up to you to, because sometimes it comes through in that sense of, people keeping tabs on you. It's like they just have an interest in your life because, they care about you because family member, it doesn't mean that it's somebody that you don't want them keeping tabs on you, so they might just want to sort of keep up with what's happening in your life. Not necessarily a bad thing. All right, Taurus, but you're more than welcome to check your other placements as well. Make sure you leave a comment so you go in the draw for that free personal reading, and we will move on over to our Geminis. Okay, Gemini, who is keeping tabs on the Geminis? Who's keeping tabs on you, Gemini? Got a lot about hair here. It's all about their hair. Okay, so we have straight hair, black hair, short hair. Straight, black, short hair. That's what we have. But no, we'll have a look here, Gemini. Who's keeping tabs on our Gemini? Who's keeping tabs on our Gemini? Okay, most likely a friend. You know, keeping tabs on you doesn't necessarily... Oh, this is a friend that wants to... They're hiding the fact that they actually want to do the boinky with you, Gemini. That on the bottom of the deck there. Um, we may see a Scorpio or an Aries coming through for you. Firstly, we've got the dog energy. This person may literally have a dog, or maybe this is somehow, you know, if you yourself have a dog, maybe this is someone you have met while you're walking your dog. There's just somehow a dog significance there. You know, if there's no actual dog in their reality, this is a friendship, somebody that you know, you do feel a lot of loyalty, companionship, compassion from and for this person. Most likely a friend to some extent, but there may be some sort of connection between the two of you to do with an actual dog. I'm also getting too, because is that Saint Bernard? They may be connected to, you know, the name Bernard for someone there as well. We do have the coffin coming through. So for some of you, this is a friendship, like it's a friend, but the friendship may have ended. So it may be a friend that you haven't been in contact with for a while, and they're still sort of keeping tabs on you because, you know, with the coffin, that is death and rebirth. So, you know, there might be something about the friendship that has ended, but they're kind of looking at the rebirth side of things for sure here, because we have the stork coming through as well, which is stirring up new energy. So this is somebody that, you know, you may have experienced an end to that friendship with this person, but they are, you know, really seeming to want to invest in, you know, a rebirth, a reconciliation with this friendship, you know, stirring something up to move forward and recreate and have a new relationship connection here with you. So maybe that's why they're keeping tabs on you. All right. So, and for some of them, this is somebody that, you know, they may have recently experienced a death in their life, and that's stirring, you know. So if this isn't a friendship that's ended, it's somebody who has experienced a death recently, or another serious ending in their life in some way, shape, or form, that has kind of, you know, stirred them up within themselves to, you know, try to reestablish connection with you in a stronger kind of a way. So that's probably why they're keeping tabs on you, because they are, you know, they may be going through some ish at the moment, that it's kind of stirred something up within them where they're like, well, you know, if I've lost that friend, I really need to make sure I don't lose Gemini. So I need to, you know, keep tabs on what's going on with Gemini so that I can, you know, be involved in Gemini's life. All right, so there definitely might be something significant about this person's hair. Straight, black, short hair. All right, so that's what we have for you. You're more than welcome to check out your other placements, of course. Subscribe to the channel. Make sure you leave a comment so you can go in the draw for that free personal reading. We'll move on to Cancer. Okay, Cancer. Cancer, who is keeping tabs on Cancer? Okay, Cancer. We have a beauty mark coming through there. So you can see in this particular one, it's just a little mole there. Beauty marks can, you know, I feel that this card does cover quite a few different types of beauty marks as well. It may just be something about this person that is significantly, you know, like unique, like a mole, that you consider, you know, part of who this person is, part of their personal beauty. So that can be slightly different things for different people, because I am just picking up for someone here, Cancer, that it's kind of like that this person has like a significant scar or wrinkle type thing. It may be like, because I'm kind of just being drawn to my camera here and looking at my own face and seeing, you know, it's pointing out to me, you know, I have a little scar here near my eye, and then I'm seeing these lines here, as well as, you know, the dimples and smile lines. So there may be something prominent about the lines on their face that you see as uniquely, beautifully this person coming through as a beauty mark. But, you know, obviously I do have moles as well, so it definitely could be one of those as well. We do see facial hair coming through. All right, so as well as glasses. All right, so this may be somebody with somehow significant facial hair or glasses. And with the facial hair thing, it's not necessarily just beards and mustaches, all right? I'm actually picking that for some of you here, there may be something significant about this person's eyebrows. And that does not, link to a gender or another. There may just be something significant about their eyebrows that you sort of pay attention to about this person. We also have, like I said, the glasses. All right. Cancer, who's keeping tabs on you? Who's keeping tabs on Cancer, please? Pretty straightforward here. We have the mice coming through first, followed by the dog. So that's pretty much straight away telling me that this is someone from your past that was a friend. You considered this person a friend, and they're from your past. This is someone that you thought was a lost friend, basically, a friendship that was lost. Loyalties were lost, or there's been a lot of stress about this person's loyalty to you in some kind of a way here. We do see the ship there as well, so they may be at a distance. They may live further away from you, some sort of distance. There may just be some referring to the emotional distance between yourself and this person. They may still be in your life, but there is just this emotional distance between the two of you because of this past loss of some part of the friendship here. So it may even just be, I've lost this person's loyalty, companionship a lot because they've, moved further away, but they are still keeping tabs on you. It does feel like with that ship that, they are going to invest in, somehow either maintaining or reconnecting. Why is this person keeping tabs on Cancer, please? Yeah, the letter, communication. They want to talk. They want to talk to you. They are going to come forward. I was sort of picking that up with that ship. So they are going to come forward to you at some point, Cancer, to try to reestablish the connection and close that distance between the two of you in some way, shape, or form. All right. So that's what we have for you. You are more than welcome to check your other placements, cross-watch somebody else's placements. Make sure you do leave a comment so you can go in the draw for that free personal reading. And we will move on over to our Leos. Okay, Leo, who's keeping tabs on you? Leo, who's keeping tabs on our Leos? That one's coming out quite a bit today. Okay, firstly, we have straight hair. We have medium skin tone. So this person is, not light, but they're not dark either. They're somewhere in the middle. Okay. So that could talk about, because I have actually taken all the cultural cards out of this deck because I don't really feel as though that's necessary because it doesn't cover all cultures anyway. But I'm being drawn to the fact that, that this girl does look that particular, what's the word? Just trying to think of the name of the region. It's not European. It's like India and around India. I can't think of the name of that general region of the my brain today, guys. Unhealthy habits as well. So this person may be a smoker, or you are aware of some sort of unhealthy habits that this person does partake in or do. I'm actually picking up unhealthy habits here, as this is somebody that it's not necessarily it's kind of unhealthy, but it's like it feels like it's just the way that they spend their time. You might be more of a homebody, and this person is somebody that goes out partying a little bit more and that sort of stuff. Okay, Leo, who's keeping tabs on our Leos? We have the mice coming through first. So this is connected to stress, loss, and the past. Okay, so this is definitely somebody from your past that, you know, you feel as though you have lost a connection with this person, that you probably, I feel like this person has probably caused you a lot of stress, Leo. So, you know, it's caused you a lot of the need to heal and grow within your own self here, the tree. You know, that this is the card of Virgo, so there may be some significant Virgo placements in this person as well. For some of you, this may be connected to the family tree, the ancestral tree somehow as well. But I'm kind of getting this energy of like, in the past, this person has sort of told you it's something significant here about healing or growth, and they've kind of been like, I've grown, I've changed from the past, but they're actually stuck. You know, you feel as though this person is kind of stuck. They're someone that's going to just weigh you down if they're in your life, is what I kind of feel like. But they are still keeping tabs on you. It's kind of like they're stuck on you, Leo. Why is this person keeping tabs on Leo? Communication. All right, we have the letter there, so they're wanting to communicate with you. At the bottom of the deck, I do have the rider as well, which does talk about news on the way. So there's definitely some sort of communication on the way from this person. So that's why they're keeping tabs on you. They're trying to sort of just kind of work out whereabouts you are in your life, and when's the best time to reach out, and, you know, how they can get back in, sort of thing, with their communication is what I'm sort of picking up there, Leo. All right, but you're more than welcome to check out your other placements, subscribe to the channel, make sure you do leave a comment so you can go in the draw for that free reading, and we'll move on to our Virgos. Virgo, who's keeping tabs on the Virgos? Virgo, who is keeping tabs on you? Okay, we have green eyes. We have light-skinned. And we also have younger than you. Okay, so this is somebody obviously younger than you with potentially green eyes, and very light skin. I am picking up for some of you that it's they don't necessarily have green eyes. It's that maybe they wear like green contacts, or maybe they have like green glasses, or maybe there's someone that wears green eyeshadow a lot. There's just something significant with their eyes about green. Maybe it's because of envy as well. Envy, jealousy are quite often seen as green eyes. All right, so there may be this might help you understand who this person is. There may be some issues between you and this person to do with envy, jealousy. So I feel like straight away this might be why they're keeping tabs on you, Virgo. All right, let's have a look. Virgo, who's keeping tabs on our Virgos? Yeah, I do feel as though they're a little bit sneaky. I do have Scorpio energy here. They may have some Scorpio placements. Firstly, we have the clouds. So this is like somebody who's very strategic in the way that they're thinking. That's followed by the snake. Yeah, and the snake is the card of deception and betrayal. So it's kind of like they're trying to plan how to betray you, or how to deceive you in some kind of a way. It's not feeling like they're looking at you with the best viewpoint here, Virgo, to be completely honest. Like I said, it could be because of jealousy, envy, and you know, jealousy, envy are very common themes with snake energy as well. But this is somebody who kind of they're thinking, they're planning how to be snaky, how to be sneaky, how to twist the truth a little bit here. But we do have the key here as well, so it's like they're just waiting for their opportunity to do this. It's like they're kind of planning what they're going to do, but then they're just kind of waiting for the opportunity to actually follow through and do that. With the key here, it feels as though it's like, you know, because the key unlocks, it opens So it's kind of like they're trying to, because it can also be like exposing in that sort of a sense. So it feels like there's something that they're trying to expose. They're trying to open other people up to see the truth about you, Virgo. It does just feel a little bit childish a little bit here too. Why is this person keeping tabs on Virgo, please? Why is this person keeping tabs on Virgo? We have the Garden. So it's got something to do with, this is what they're trying to open people's eyes around, because it's got to do with the social group that you're in, and or somebody that you have been dating. So for some of you, it's someone that you've been dating, and this person has passion and desire for that person that you have dated or are dating. Whereas it's others of you, it's the same thing, but for your social group. It's kind of like I'm picking up this envy once again. It's like they see you as getting more attention than them in the social group, in public, and it brings out the jealousy, and that's why this person's sort of trying to keep tabs on you so that they can, it's kind of like they're trying to find dirt on you, and trying to think through any possible way that they could, deceive people into seeing the truth about you, Virgo. Because it doesn't necessarily feel as though the truth is anything actually legitimate. It just feels as though this is, a way for this person to be a little bit sneaky, to be honest. So, just be aware of that. Snake in the grass there, Virgo. So that's what we have for you. More than welcome to check out your other placements, cross-watch someone else's placements. Make sure you leave a comment so you go in the draw for that free personal reading. And I will move on over to our Libra. Okay. Libra, who is keeping tabs on Libra? Libra, who's keeping tabs on you? Interesting. Very interesting, because what I've been doing is I've been drawing two and then using the bottom of the deck as the third. But I just, for some reason, drew three and then looked at the bottom of the deck as well. So what I've got, though, there is the one I drew was fun coloured hair. But then on the bottom of the deck, we have brunette. All right. So I feel like this person is probably a natural brunette, but they might have, fun coloured hair currently. So they may have, like coloured streaks, or they may be somebody who, wears a lot of colours in their hair. So I feel as though it's brunette, but also fun coloured hair. So brunette is probably their natural colour. We have baby face coming through. All right, so this is somebody that, regardless of their age, they look quite young in the face, most likely with blue eyes as well. All right, so we'll have a look here. Libra, who's keeping tabs on Libra? Libra, who is keeping tabs on you? Firstly, we have the key. I do feel as though with the key here, I do feel as though this is somebody that you have opened your home to in the past in some way, shape or form. I feel as though they have been inside your home or you have been inside their home. Okay, the door has been opened to this person in some way, shape or form. I do feel as though that's literally, you've unlocked this person's door or they've come in your door. I am just sort of getting that quite literally like opening a door, coming through there. So I do feel as though this is somebody that has been inside your home for majority of you here. I do have Virgo and Capricorn coming through here as well. So this person may have a very earthy vibe, regardless of whether they actually are a Capricorn or Virgo or not. They may just have a very earthy vibe. For some of you, this is actually somebody who even, lives in your home. Some of you, this may actually be somebody that lives with you or has stayed with you longer term. I just keep getting this reference of the home being significant between you and this person. All right, so especially too with the next card being the tree. The tree sometimes can talk about, family connections, part of your family tree. This person's probably quite tall. I do feel that there's a very tall, sort of solid energy with this person. We also have the mountain there as well. They're probably a very hard worker. They may be somebody from overseas with that mountain there as well, but there's something about them potentially being very, like tall, immovable force in some way, shape or form. With the key there as well, it's kind of like they're keeping tabs on you because they're looking for an opportunity to grow with you. Put in the hard work to grow with you is what I'm picking up here, Libra. Because, the mountain, you can see the two characters here climbing that mountain, and they're, putting in the hard work. They've got the little things to help them walk and support. So support and, family support. They're looking for opportunities to open up to you further, to grow with you, to grow old with you. That kind of thing is what's coming through here, Libra. But of course, you are more than welcome to check out your other placements and see what's coming through. Cross-watch somebody else's placements. Make sure you do leave a comment so you can go in the draw for that free personal reading. And we will move on over to our Scorpios. Okay, Scorpio. Scorpio, who is keeping tabs on you? Scorpio, who is keeping tabs on Scorpio? Interesting. Very interesting, because sometimes this is kind of opposite energy, but it's not necessarily opposite energy. We can be both. We can be both. Firstly, we have plus size. Okay. And that's actually come out with muscular. So very interesting here. I'm picking up that for some of you, this may actually be two different people. But it's like this person is very muscular, and I will clarify in a moment here, because, for some of you, this is two separate people, but for others of you, this is just one person. So for those of you where this is one person, they may be plus size, so they may be bigger than you. It may be a lot of muscle, though, is causing them to be plus size. And if it's not actual physical muscle, it's kind of like this person has got some muscle, like muscles don't necessarily refer to just physical muscles. They maybe have strong brain muscles, like they exert strength in some kind of way. So I'm getting a lot of strength from that muscular energy there. So, even if this person is plus size and soft, they may be very muscular in other ways, which is very, very interesting. We do also have the scar card coming through, which is quite interesting because, it says scar, but I can't actually see a scar on this. Oh, yes, I can. Okay. You can't even see it. It's this faint scar over his eyebrow here in that card. There may be a significant scar in this person's features that you are aware of. Okay, so and I'm also getting, for some of you, you may be seeing stretch marks as scars as well. Stretch marks are a form of scar as well. Just clarify this energy for Scorpio. Who is keeping tabs on Scorpio, please? Okay, and if that's two separate people, please, can I clarify if it's two separate people? Okay, no, it's kind of telling me that it's most likely just one person, because we do have the ring coming through there as clarity on the two separate people. So it is very likely just one person, that, because the first card I've got here is the dog. All right, so there may be, some sort of significant conversation about dogs between you and this person. They may have a dog. But the dog energy is just somebody who's very loyal, understanding, compassionate type energy. So there may have been something about this person where you have sort of seen their loyalty expressed to you, or their understanding, their compassion for others being expressed to you. We do have the ship coming through here. So, for some of you, this is somebody at quite a distance. I never actually noticed about this card before, but it's being pointed out to me right here, right now as well, that in the background of this card, look, there's the Opera House and the Harbour Bridge. This is actually leaving Australia. This ship is actually leaving Australia. So there might be something about travel with, this may be a friend who has, left Australia. It doesn't necessarily mean that that's 100% the case, but there is some sort of Australia connection coming through there, which I'd never actually noticed that before. But it's like there was movement between you and this person. You kind of felt like, especially with the ring clarifying who this person might be for you here, you may have felt the very strong potential for this to be a very strong relationship. But then this person maybe has left and had to move overseas, or, it doesn't necessarily mean they've moved from Australia or to Australia, but it may just mean that they're at quite a distance. They've maybe moved away from you, because it's kind of giving me this weird energy here, because, firstly we've got the ship, but then that's actually followed by the coffin. So it's kind of like, for some of you here, the movement between yourself and this person, the movement towards a strong relationship between you and this person has kind of come to an end, or some sort of sudden end, I'm hearing here. With the coffin, there is always the chance for rebirth with that death. The death just turns into something brand new here, but it just feels like, the movement has stalled. The friendship, maybe the relationship has stalled, and ended, or the door has been closed, the lid's been closed on that in some way, shape or form. And it's, there is potential rebirth there, but it's not really... at the moment, it's kind of at an end, it feels like. Why is that person keeping tabs on Scorpio? Why is that person keeping tabs on Scorpio? We have the Lily. So there may be something about this person that, with the ring and the Lily both coming through here, as well as the friendship card, there's a lot of emotional vulnerability between yourself and this person in some way. Like an emotional, there is some sort of emotional connection here, and it, especially with the ring, this definitely could have been something that maybe you or this person, maybe that's why you've either known them for a very long time, or they wanted to know you for a very long time. Scorpio, there's long-term energy here, that this is kind of like, that's why I'm sort of feeling like with this coffin that it's not quite over, that the ending is just a chance for a brand new beginning here. It's up to whether you and this person actually utilize that opportunity or not, because it just feels as though the traveling towards each other has come to some sort of abrupt end, and it's up to you both whether that's what's going to be best for you long term or not. You know, for some of you, this is kind of, it's come to an end because that's what's best for the long term. You know, somebody is a little bit emotionally vulnerable here, or there is just a very strong, you know, vulnerability between the two of you in the connection somehow, or the potential for that. So it's not really clarifying to me whether this is a past long-term or a future long-term energy. I'll clarify. Why not? Is this future or past long-term energy between this person and Scorpio, please? We have the cross. So it's kind of destiny. They have faith and you know, there's a very spiritual, emotional connection here. This is a very deep level connection. It's not necessarily a surface, you know, friends in passing connection. This is, you know, and it may be more than just friendship, but there's a strong friendship aspect to the connection. Loyalty. It's more about the loyalty, I feel, that this person, you know, they're understanding and compassionate and loyal. So the loyalty and the companionship and the compassion and understanding is very emotional and spiritual between you and this person. There is a deeper level connection here. So I do feel with that cross that is kind of pushing more towards future long-term potential between you and this person. So maybe that's why they're keeping tabs on you, because they may just sort of have faith or have some sort of inner knowing that this is quite a strong connection. So they're sort of keeping tabs on, you know, the progression of this. You know, things might have ended for now. But, you know, when are we ready to, you know, move into the rebirth stage? I am sort of just picking up here that it's kind of like this person is just sort of, it feels like they're waiting on you, to be honest, Scorpio, that you would be the one that would have to make the moves here to reconcile this this coffin energy, to move from the ending to the new beginning. You know, if that's, you know, if you're you know, if that's going both ways, that strong emotional spiritual connection between you and this person. Because I do feel with that cross, I am getting a little bit of your energy coming through there, in the sense of you kind of feeling like you've got a lot of responsibilities and burdens at the moment, and that's kind of blocking you from just life in general, to be honest, Scorpio. You know, it's kind of blocking you from you know, knowing what to do here, I feel. Which is perfectly fine. Allow yourself some time. It doesn't need to be a rushed thing or anything like that. And, you know, like, when someone's keeping tabs on you, it's not necessarily a bad stalker vibe. It may just be somebody who's just, you know, wants to check up on you and make sure that you're doing okay. And, you know, that, you know, with that friendship card there, they probably actually want to offer you support and, you know, help you carry those responsibilities and burdens that you're carrying, Scorpio. But I do just feel this energy of it needing to sort of be up to you, what happens here about this connection. And you know, if you choose to leave it as ended, that's completely up to you. Free will exists, guys. All right, so that's what we've got for you. You're more than welcome to check out your other placements, of course. Cross-watch somebody else's placements. Make sure you leave a comment so you go in the draw for that free personal reading. And we will move on over to our Sagittarius. Okay. Sagittarius, who's keeping tabs on you? Sagittarius, who's keeping tabs on Sagittarius, please? Unhealthy habits, Sagittarius. I actually feel like that's telling us that this person is keeping tabs on you because they're concerned about your unhealthy habits, Sagittarius. So maybe that's actually, you know, one of your unhealthy habits. Whether it's, I feel like it's got to do with eating, to be honest. It does feel like someone's concerned about your eating habits, whether you are overeating, undereating. You know, I'm also picking up just a random thing here too, that somebody worried about, you know, because I actually have a few Sagittarius friends who are vegan, and I am actually picking up an energy of like somebody keeping tabs on them, worried that they're not getting enough nutrients because they eat vegan, like, which is kind of ridiculous. If you are vegan, you go to you know, you do you make sure are eating the right things to, you know, combat certain things, and you make sure that those nutrients are being met in other ways. So it does feel a little bit like unnecessary concern for you. Interesting. We also have beauty mark. So we see it's a mole in this particular card, but it may just be a mark of beauty. You just may see this person as somehow, I'm just getting very attractive, that you see them as, oh, they're a very like classical beauty, like, oh, if they were a statue, you know, that kind of thing. So beauty mark, they have the mark of beauty on them. We also have fun colored hair. All right, so they may have, you know, literally coloured hair. They may be somebody who wears a lot of things in their hair, providing that colour as well. So, like, just I'm being shown the example of, you know, I've got the red headband in today. So it's things like that. They may wear quite often. I'm also seeing dreadlocks for some reason as well. All right, but Sagittarius. Who's keeping tabs on Sagittarius? Yeah, I'm seeing like dreadlocks with like coloured feathers through them. Pretty straightforward. It's telling me here, this is, we have the garden coming through first, which is a very social energy, all right? So this is, it does feel like this is somebody within your extended social group. We also have the whip. So that's why they're keeping tabs on you, because it feels like they're worried that you and them are in conflict. There may have been some sort of argument between you and them, and you know, they kind of feel like you're punishing them by you know, a lack of meeting up with them or spending time with them. We have the ring here as well. So, you know, they are vested in this relationship, or in, you know, getting through any conflict or resolving conflict, or, you know, they're just, it seems like they're worried about, you know, the social argument that you had. You may have had an argument with this person in public. And they it's like they're keeping tabs on you because they want to repair the relationship. To be honest here, Sagittarius, they want to, you know, they are vested in maintaining or repairing the relationship with you here. It's kind of like the energy of, you know, like we move in the same social circles. So, you know, the more conflict that's between us, it's never going to, you know, ease, because we're always, you know, running into each other out in public, or, you know, it's better to just get along and have a nice amicable relationship here, because otherwise it's just causing more tension and drama. It does feel as though it's just caused this person some, you know, inner tension, and they're just like, I just can't deal with the drama. Sagittarius is, you know, hates me, and I just need to repair this relationship, is what I'm picking up strongly there, Sagittarius. You are more than welcome to, you know, check out your other placements, or cross-watch somebody else's placement there as well. Make sure you do leave a comment so you go in the draw for that free personal reading. And we will move on to Capricorn. Okay, Capricorn. Who is keeping tabs on Capricorn? Capricorn, who's keeping tabs on you? Interesting. To be completely honest, I'm not 1,000% sure what this card means in reality. I keep getting David Bowie every time I see this. It's exaggerated features. So you see in this card, it's like crazy, wild makeup, you know, very exaggerated makeup. But it's like there's something about this person's face that's exaggerated, like that maybe they have very strong cheekbones, or you know, maybe they do wear quite a lot of makeup that exaggerates their features. Maybe for some of you, I feel like maybe they've got really big eyes that stand out very, you know, something exaggerated about their face. I am getting David Bowie vibes from that. So there may be something in that for some of you there as well. I've also got brunette, skinny, and younger than you. All right, so this person probably is younger than you, Capricorn. Skinny, brunette, with exaggerated features. Who's keeping tabs on Capricorn? Who is keeping tabs on our Capricorns? Interesting. I have the Libra card first and foremost. This is the crossroads here. I'm getting this person might be at a big turning point in their life, like at the crossroads of life, of deciding which way they want to go with their life. It does feel like this person sees you as part of their path, part of their journey, regardless. It's just not really telling me whether it's just the past between you and this person, or they're seeing you, you know, I feel like maybe they're choosing whether they want to take the path with you in their future or the path without you in their future. It does, like, it feels like there's a definite past path between you and this person. Because, like, you can see the mountains in the background of that card. So it's kind of like they're choosing, should I follow the path that leads me to the Capricorn, to the mountain, you know, or should I walk the other path that feels like easier, but flat, you know, flat, the flat path. It's not, there's no spirit. You know, it does feel like I'm getting flat as in versus bubbly, like soft drink, you know, like Capricorn is bubbly, effervescent. Maybe you're the one with exaggerated features, Capricorn, for some of you. But, you know, I'm getting effervescent, like bubbly. You're the Capricorn that's like the soda, whereas the other path is like just water. It's just water. It's like flat, boring, standard. It's easy, but it's not exciting and flavored and bubbly like the Capricorn. So it feels like they're kind of, you know, they're just not sure yet which way, whether they're willing to put in the work to, you know, move towards the Capricorn and take on all the bubbly, you know, because now I'm getting that message of Capricorn kind of turning around going, well, if I'm too much, go find less. You know, if my bubbles are too much excitement for you, just go stick with water, you know. We also have here the ship and the mice. So with the ship and the mice here, we do get like a distant loss between you and this person. So this may be somebody that you, you know, there's a bit of distance between you and this person, whether it be physical or emotional. It does feel more emotional distance between you and this person. Somebody that you've lost, somebody that you, maybe they stressed you out a little bit here, or you stressed them out, Capricorn. I do feel like that's just standard. You probably stress them out a little bit here. The decision to move back towards you is stressing them out, I feel like, as well, to close that distance, because there is distant stress, distant loss between you and this person. So you know, it's kind of like this energy of, can we put this all behind us? Can we distance ourselves from the loss? And I am just sort of just intuitively picking up that this person, you know, wants to kind of turn that ship around and move straight back. You know, they're trying to make the decision. Should I turn that ship around and move back towards Capricorn? Why is this person keeping tabs on Capricorn, please? Capricorn's got money to start with. We've got the fish coming through here. it's not necessarily that you have money, Capricorn, although for some of you it may very well be that this person wants you for your money. It's that you're abundant. You create wealth wherever you go. You create abundance wherever you go. There's an abundance with you. It's like you're the desert island that everyone wants to go away to. You're you're Hawaii. You're not boring desert. You're Hawaii, where you can relax on the beach and get. I'm getting like half-clothed servers bringing you luxury cocktails in coconuts and things like this. It's like Capricorn looks after me. I'm looked after when I'm with Capricorn. Why else is this person keeping tabs on Capricorn, please? I just feel as though that's not covering it all. The stars, you're their wish fulfillment, Capricorn. You represent the life that they wish for. They're just, I just am just sort of feeling that with that crossroads here, it's like they just don't know whether they're willing to take on the effervescence, because Capricorn is a mountain for a reason in the Lenormand, that we're hard work. We demand they put in as much work as we are willing to. So we're not necessarily the easiest path. We're not the water. We've got so much abundance and bubbly energy to give, but you got to actually be willing to put in the work for Capricorn. You're not going to be able to get that Hawaii holiday for nothing. You got to put in the work to make sure you can get there, and then we can relax and enjoy the holiday in Hawaii. Once we get there, and we need to prove to Capricorn that we're willing to put in the work for Capricorn, so I do feel that's what's going on for you there, Capricorn. You're more than welcome to check out your other placements, of course. Subscribe to the channel. Make sure you do leave a comment to go in the draw for that free personal reading, and I will move on over to Aquarius. Okay, Aquarius, who's keeping tabs on Aquarius? Okay, Aquarius. We have the beard. We have long hair. And we also have mature. Very interesting. I do feel as though this is a masculine energy with the beard there as well, but the beard doesn't always talk about actual facial hair sometimes either. It's a gruffness, all right? That's the best way I can describe the beard energy. It's kind of like a gruffness, as well as the fact that, there is that slang, the beard slang, which talks about, a beard is a woman that a gay man marries or dates as cover for their sexuality, so that externally they're presenting as straight because they're dating a woman. All right, because the example that's coming up here, Aquarius, I don't know why this is coming up, but for many years people referred to Hugh Jackman's wife as his beard. Because, obviously it's Hugh Jackman. He's an amazing singer, dancer, actor. He's like the trifecta. And he married, what's her name? Jackie Weaver. Is that? I think that's right. But like, she's seen as, like everyone sort of says to Hugh Jackman in thing, it's a common thing, right? Where people say to Hugh Jackman, oh, like, why don't you, get remarried to, some hot Hollywood starlet, because that's the Hollywood thing, that the famous actor should be married to, you know, some young, hot, traditionally hot, beautiful, young Hollywood star. But he loves Jackie Weaver. That's his wife. They've been married for a very long time. A lot of people have in the past accused her of being his beard. So I feel like for some of you, this may be somebody who is more along that lines of how you would describe Hugh Jackman's wife, like not traditionally as, you know, Hollywood beautiful. Like, not that she's not beautiful. She's an actress in her own right, and she's in some great movies actually. But I feel like she's more Australian stuff. So, you know, Australians are probably more likely to know her than overseas. But, you know, she's mature. She's not, you know, Hugh Jackman hasn't done a Leonardo DiCaprio and thrown her in for a 25-year-old, you know. He loves her. That's his wife. And she is a more mature woman. So I do feel as though for some of you, this may be a more mature woman with longer hair that, you know, may not fit the societal good-looking category, okay? And for others of you, this is a masculine with a beard, long hair, Viking kind of energy, gruff kind of, you know, Viking or like woodsman, you know, like the tree chopper dude. I don't know. Mature aged, most likely as well. The mature age card generally does talk about people, you know, over 50. We'll have a look here, see what else wants to come through here, Aquarius. Aquarius, who's keeping tabs on Aquarius? Just trying to think. I don't really have many Aquarians in my life at the moment. Okay, so we've got Capricorn and Leo energy here. So, you know, this person may have a strong placement in Capricorn or Leo. So we do have the mountain here. So we do see some blockages, some obstacles. I feel like this is, you know, because, you know, with that being followed up with the sun and then the mice, okay, the mice does talk about past energy, a loss type of energy, someone that you have lost in the past. So I do kind of feel that with that mountain, it's kind of like there was a blockage or a delay or some sort of big obstacle that got in the way of you and this person, you know, continuing a connection in some way, shape or form. I do feel as though this is somebody you would know who this is because there is past energy there between the two of you. They do seem to be very powerful and dominant energy with that mountain as well. Probably a very hard worker, somebody maybe who is very focused on work or money. This is somebody, though, who's very happy-natured. They're very sort of warm, happy energy with the sun there, potentially Leo, and that's strength once again. So we are seeing a lot of strength and power coming from this person. Very strong energy. Very strong energy. They're very confident in themselves, I feel, and just generally happy to be around, nice to be around. They feel like a warm hug, you know, just to be around them. But there has been some sort of blockage that does still need to be overcome from the past between you and this person. There may have been a lot of stress or loss involved in this connection. Why is this person keeping tabs on Aquarius, please? We have the coffin, because it's never over when it's over. The coffin talks about death and then rebirth. For some of you, Aquarius, this person is, you know, things have ended between you and this person. We've got past loss here between you and this person. Blockages still existing between you and this person. It's kind of like, with the sun there too, the sun can sometimes talk about things coming to light or personal epiphanies. It's kind of like with this coffin energy, it's like, you know, we have death and then rebirth. It's kind of like this person is keeping tabs on you because they're kind of wondering if you are going to try to rebirth the connection. It feels like it's kind of with that sun there, it's like it's telling me the epiphanies side of things. It's like this person is keeping tabs on you to see if you have, if it's come to light for you yet, Aquarius, if you've had a personal epiphany yet about this person, and are ready to move on to the rebirth portion of the connection. So they're very well aware that the connection has ended between the two of you, but it does feel a little bit blamer energy here, that this person is so strong and powerful that it feels as though they are not responsible for the ending that's happened here, even though I feel like they ended it, if that makes sense. It feels as though they're like, nope, you've got too much to learn, Aquarius. Have you learnt it yet? They're keeping tabs on you to see if you've learnt it yet, to see if it's come to light for you yet, see if you've realized yet how good this person is. That's the kind of energy I'm getting, which is kind of odd considering we're seeing them as very mature. So maybe they're just, although, even in maturity, we can still be petty sometimes, it's human nature. So that's what we've got for you. You're more than welcome to cross-watch other placements as well. And subscribe to the channel. Make sure you leave a comment so you can go in the draw for that free personal reading. And we will move on over to our Pisces. Okay, Pisces. Pisces, who's keeping tabs on you? Who's keeping tabs on our Pisces, please? Have markings. We have the medium skin tone. So not dark, not light. We also have facial hair coming through here. For a lot of you Pisces, I feel like this is actual facial hair. And the markings, I should have taken it out of this deck and just left just the tattoo deck card, because I do feel as though markings and tattoos, it's the same kind of thing. But it may actually talk, for some of you, it may be a little bit different. It may not be just tattoos. It may be like cultural tattoos. It may be piercings. It may be significant scars or significant marks of some kind on this person's face. It does feel limited to their face. So I am picking up that there may be some cultural connection. This person may have strong connection to their culture and have certain markings that link to their culture. But it could be scars, tattoos, piercings, any kind of mark that stands out to you on this person's face. So I'm also getting like dimples and markings as those, that it could be dimples or even moles as well, to be honest here. Just some sort of marking on this person's face. It's not, and especially too with the facial hair. This person, I'm kind of getting, I'm seeing somebody with like a scruffy beard, but there's like a patch that doesn't grow hair, or they've got like a grey patch in amongst all the facial hair, and there's just, some sort of marking in the facial hair itself. So that's maybe how you all know who this person is. Pisces. Pisces, who's keeping tabs on Pisces? Pisces, who's keeping tabs on Pisces? This is someone you've dealt with in regard to money. All these cards here are pointing me towards money and physical monetary value for some reason. Firstly, we have the flowers. We also have the fish, which is the money card of abundance and wealth, followed by the clover. So it's kind of like this person feels as though they have given you, they've invested in you. They feel as though they have financially invested in you, or you have financially invested in them in some way, shape, or form. Because the flowers is it's the card of giving and receiving, but I am getting referred here to physical gifts, not necessarily giving time, love, energy. I'm getting more referred to physical giving you, physically giving you something, or physically receiving something from this person. Followed by this is the Gemini card, and then we also have Sagittarius card here as well. So those placements may be significant, Pisces, but it's like they took a chance to lend you money, or you've or ask you to lend them money. So there's some sort of money exchange, monetary value exchange between you and this person. And that's maybe why they're keeping tabs on you, because maybe they're they're keeping tabs on you and to see if does it look like Pisces is got money at the moment? Can I hit them up to ask them for some money? Or Pisces hasn't paid me back the money that they owe me, yet they're posting stuff about spending all this money on XYZ. So it does feel as though there's a very monetary aspect to why this person is keeping tabs on you. It could go either way. I'm not getting a clear vision on either way there, whether it's you owe them money or they owe you money, or whether they feel as though they've given you money or you've given them money, or for some of you it's not strictly money, but it's some sort of financial benefit, like it's a material thing. It's not like love or energy. It's some sort of materialism in the mix here, and it feels as though they took you or them took a chance or took a risk, or to give this to this person. So it definitely could be like business dealings of some sort as well. Like, it doesn't necessarily mean that this is just a friend you've lent money to or something like this. It could just be a business associate. It could be somebody who's about to consider investing in you in a monetary, material way. Why is this person keeping tabs on Pisces, please? Why is this person keeping tabs on Pisces? Because with that clover, it does feel as though they're like, it does feel like we have the Capricorn card coming through now, the mountain. So it does feel like work opportunities, work investments, like investing in you in a work sense, because the Capricorn card here, it talks about, obstacles, delays, blockages, but hard work and perseverance and determination overcoming those. So I am getting that, it's kind of like someone wanting to, pay you for your time, pay you for your hard work. They see that you've put in a lot of work. So, here's your gift. Yeah, it's maybe there's someone wanting to recruit you for work or ask you for help with work, or, like, I am getting drawn to this idea of, someone wanting to invest in you in some way. It does feel like monetary, and it's like they're looking to see if you're willing to, that if you're someone that always puts in the hard work and goes above and beyond, or whatnot. It does feel work related here, Pisces. So for those of you where that doesn't resonate, you are more than welcome to check out your other placements, of course. Cross-watch somebody else's placements. Make sure you subscribe and leave a comment so you can go in the draw for that free personal reading as well. Okay, and I will see you all again soon.